Hi guys, come on in. We're going to start with some bridging and have your foam roller handy. We'll start on the ground. Let me make sure you can see. Up and down, and up and down, and curl your spine. Hi, Miss Karen. Hi. And go up and down. You didn't get on your horseback ride yet, but I bet you will later. Curl up. Now, when you're there, stay there. We're going to lift up the leg as if it's a pencil. Drop the hips down and up and feel the four corners of feet on your left foot like tires on a car. We're doing 10 of these, so we have 4 more. Now that foot comes down and switch your feet, keeping the hips level, drop down and up, one-legged bridge. Point the left leg up tall like it's a pencil. Your knee is long. The modification for a tighter hamstring would be just a little knee bend. 2. Now on the 1, you're going to let that foot down, take an inhale, and on your exhale, lower down and take happy baby. Draw your hands to your feet, pull your knees on either side. Take your fingertips behind your head, and you're going to take rotation. This is called crisscross. It's also called yogic bicycle. Feel the abdominals pull in. You want the shoulder blades off the mat about 30 degrees so that you're maximizing abdominals. You've got a little pinch underneath your chin to keep the neck safe. And now pull your toes back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest your legs in. Very good. Now lengthen one leg up, lengthen one leg down. Like you're a pair of scissors, lift your shoulders and switch. Now each time one leg is high, you're going to feel like you're having an assist on your hamstrings. And good, Karen, that's where we're headed. Hands behind your head, add rotation. 10, I love it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover with your hands to your feet, your knees wide. Now, if you have your foam roller, grab that roller, put it underneath your feet, curl up, and do 5 of those before you do anything else. Just kind of get used to the foam roller again. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, staying up, if you would like to add on, you're going to push the roller out and in. Just the length of your foot is fine. If you gently point your toes down, you'll feel more hamstrings. Try out and in with your feet, Catherine, if you would like. So kind of like you're pushing the roller away and then you bring it in. It's only going to be a few inches because of your length of your feet. Oh, there's my hamstrings. I hope yours are talking too. Inhale, lower down, take happy baby. Now hands go to your feet. Very good. Now put your feet back on it, but push it away 2 more inches. So you're still in a bridge, but you're in a wider knee. Go up and down, up and down. And if you want more, gently point the toes down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 1 happy baby. We're going to do another angle here, but pull in first. All right, now let your feet go down and push out maybe another inch. So you see how it's a wider knee bridge. Go up and down. 10, 9, 8. Ooh, I feel my hamstrings. Do you? 6, 4. Now take a full body stretch, arms overhead, legs long, move your feet, move your ankles. Now keep your ankle calf on the foam roller so you have a very long leg, but you do have an inch bend in your knee. Go up and down, go up and down, go up and down, and up, and 6, and 7, 8, 9. All right, hug both legs in, and you might like a little rock and roll, right and left. Lift one leg up and one leg just an inch above the roller. Now, there's a different option here that you can do. You can put hand behind your head, hand goes to the foot. Now hold this, so one hand could be behind your head, but if you prefer to put your hand on your long thigh or one that's down, you can. But if you need the next support, hand behind your thigh, take 5, 4, 3, and 2, and lower. Now hold on to your other foot, put your other leg just above the roller, lift up, either hand on the thigh or hand behind your head. 10, 7, 2, recover, hands on the feet, happy baby. Put the feet back on the roller. You may have to pull it in some, like so you're more at a 90-degree angle. Now lift up and hold. Now once you're holding your hips up, take your right leg in the air, and you're gonna do leg pulls towards the roller and towards vertical, or if you're more flexible, beyond vertical. Touch the roller, go up, 4, breathe in, point, and flex 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower your foot and you're going to realign. Now the left leg goes up and you're kind of doing a point and flex and keeping your hips up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lower that foot, inhale. Now this time both feet are on the roller. 10 little baby pulses up and down. So just 10, your knees are over the heels. Let the knees touch and do 10 little baby pulses internally rotated. Knees a little wider, do 10. Now lower down and hug your legs. Rock a little right and left, kind of like you're just massaging your sacrum. Now the fingers go behind your head and you're going to touch your elbows towards your knees and then extend your legs long and your elbows out wide. Keep your torso up. Touch your elbows, extend. This is a variation of double leg lower, and instead of the hands going overhead, we're just letting the elbows open. So you have a little bit more neck support. 3, 2, 1, and hug the legs in. Really good. Now take the legs long, but still use your roller. Take the arms overhead, inhale. Now as you exhale, if you would like to add on, you can peel your chin, peel your upper back over your legs and add a little reach. Now, if that's not for you, if you got up, just do the partial roll down, which is down and then you come back over your legs, because the hard part's going to be getting off the floor. Now up, we're just going to do 3 of these before we add a variation. Good, Karen, there we go. Good, Catherine. Now because we have the foam roller, but you can actually do it without, the next time that we come up, we're going to bend the knees. So when you come up, bend the knees like you're crunching everything together and then extend them. 3 of those. Scoot away from the wall a little bit. 1 more. Okay, now same thing, except you're going to do an oblique. So when you're ready, come up more towards the left side of your knees and take your knees to the right. Now lower down normal. Now your arms and your torso go to the right, but your knees go to the left. Now 2 more of those. We have to do 4 to be even. And then obliques left, obliques right. All right, full body stretch. Take a moment. And then pull yourself into happy baby, hands to feet. Inhale. Hug the legs in, rock a little bit, move your ankles, you can point your toes. All right, both legs come up. You're not even going to use your roller this time, so just place your hands beside your hips and lift up. Now draw a corkscrew on the sky. At 12 o'clock, go the other way. So a corkscrew one way, and a corkscrew the other way, and a corkscrew, and a corkscrew. And try 1 more each way. 1 more, 1 more. Okay, hug your legs in. Leave your head down. Lift up your legs and bicycle. To make it harder, bicycle further away. To make it hardest, Come up, try 5 times. 5, 4, and we're gonna stay up on the 5th one. 3, 2, and then come up, grab a sip. And we spread out some more mat. This time, after you grab your sip, we're gonna do a little swan. Legs long. And you can use your foam roller. Put your elbows on pretty wide. Good, Karen. Everybody get a sip. All right. Come up. And inhale. My hands are wider than my shoulders. That's the way my scapula fit the best. And so you want to experiment. If you feel like your upper traps are tight and you're unable to lower your shoulder blade, then you would like to probably try that wide position too. Inhale. All right, we have 3 more of these. This is but at your own pace. Long arms. Good, Catherine. Making sure you don't overgrip the glutes too. Now you're gonna stay up. Breathe. 10. Once you're up. 9. Good. 5. Lower yourself. We're gonna do that 2 more times. This is probably the most important exercise we do all day to prevent the upper back roundedness that you see people get without intervention. So breathe into your upper back and then release. This also affects mood, energy. So come on up again. Inhale, hold. I like how you just check your neck, just make sure it's soft. Our upper back is driving this. All right, lower, but let your hands be your pillow, or you can use foam roller. I'll show you, like a pillow. And then bend the knees a little right and left. You got it, a little windshield wipe. This time we're gonna do some single arms on the foam roller, but we start with double. So both legs long. Now take your arms, both of them, on the roller and lift up and hold. Now you can stay here like we just did, or take your left hand back, touch your thigh, and your right hand back. Now really push with the arm that's on the roller, and reach, and reach, and reach, and reach, and inhale, and exhale, 1 more, and reach, and reach. Now both arms are on, lift up, and lower. All right, we're gonna sneak in a child's pose, so push your hips back. Now, if your knees don't like all that flexion, leave your booty up for puppy dog pose. 5. And grab a sip. We're gonna change positions. This time we're gonna be on our sides. You can remove your foam roller for just a bit. We're gonna come back to it, but for now, we're just gonna do some abduction work. Prop yourself up on one elbow. The modification is lie down on your arm. Take your top leg and draw circles. Some of the circle is in front of you and some of the circle is behind you. 5, breathe in. 6, you're lifting up. 7, your arm is stable, your torso stable. Go the other way, you can flex it. 10, lift up, breathe in and out. Now this arm is becoming a pillow. Take your top leg out of the way and take your bottom leg into circles. Point. Now flex and go the other way. Now we're going to switch sides, but before we do, rest on your belly, prone, hands underneath your head. Lift up your legs and tap your feet in the air 20 times. Horizontal adduction. Inner thighs, glutes, hamstrings. Belly pulls up. 10 more. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. To see you, I'm actually gonna flip on this other side of my mat. Do what you need to do though. Put your elbow down like you're resting on your forearm. Top leg, point and draw circles. Breathe in. Notice how easy it is for your upper body to do this kind of shifting, but don't let it happen. Breathe in, stay lifted. Now flex and go the other way, 10. And we're going to lower the whole body. This arm is now a pillow. This top leg becomes a little passive stretch. Lift up. Neck is soft. Flexion backwards. Now lie on your belly and horizontal adduction 20 times. Lift up, tap, 20. All right, we're gonna push back into a child's pose. If you care to add a toe stretch, pull your toes under as well and push back. We're gonna be doing a little down dog, up dog on the next one. If you'd like to grab a sip before we go. Grab a sip. And let me move this table a little more, okay. Wide fingertips, like pieces of pie, are between your fingers. Heels pressed. Feel those calves. Just walk it out for a minute. I'm going to remove my socks. Walk it out so each calf gets some of your attention. Wake up those feet. Both heels lift and lower. Now, we're going to be lifting the heels, articulate through your lumbar spine, middle spine, upper spine. You're going to up dog. The modification would be cat-cow. Tuck the chin. Inhale, press. Inhale, lift. Articulate. Inhale. We're doing 5 of these total. Tuck. 2 more from here. Now, if you care to hold your up dog for 5, go for it. If you need to take a child pose, please do. 5. Good. 3. All right, rest for a moment. Now, when you do child's pose, bend your elbows and pat yourself on the back triceps. And now we're going into my favorite plank. So if you would like to add on a challenge, place your foam roller underneath your lower end of your shins. I prefer to toe in, like I'm pigeon toed or internally rotated. That way I'm on the flesh of the tibialis anterior and not on the tibia bone. Flesh feels better than bone, but do what serves you as long as you have a solid plank. Your forearms push, so your scapula are wide. Your ribs have a little lift, so you're not sagging. Now, at this moment, if you would like to add on, you can shift forward an inch or 2 and back. This comes from your shoulder joint. Your knees are staying long. Your abs are working harder with that adjustment. 5, 4, good. Everybody looks good. 3, 2, recover any way you want to. I like to keep it, the foam roller under my shins. And now we're going to do a side plank, and you just hold it. At the first one, we're going to stagger our feet. So the right foot's a little, the top foot's in front of the bottom one, and just hold. The temptation would be to drop your hips here, but you're not going to. You're going to stay strong. It is harder on the foam roller, so we need to modify. Go back to the floor. Inhale. Now, with your hips, you're going to lower, never collapse at the shoulder. Other side. Place your foam roller at the far end of your mat. Elbow underneath your shoulder. Lift up. It's going to be a static side plank. Everybody looks good. There you go, Karen. Everybody looks so good. Notice the instability the foam roller creates, so you have to stay stable. We've got it. We're going to lower down. Now, this time, go back to your front plank. The foam roller's at the far end of your mat. Any end's fine. And then what we're going to do is inchworm. So you're going to be bending the knees and straighten them. So take your what are these called? Forearms down. Now, this time the foam roller is closer to your knee side of your shin, but still toe in. Bend your knees. That way the foam roller can go down the length of your shin. Bend your knees and go down the length of your. Now, some of the blue foam rollers aren't as hard, so they probably don't bother your tibia. This black one I have, it's the firmest, and that's why I do that little internal rotation. So see what works for you. That also opens up the SI joint a little bit. 4, 3, 2, recover. That deserves a drink. Grab one. Those are harder than a normal plank, aren't they? Get ready, we're gonna do a side plank next. Now the side plank, of course, the first option is always on the floor. The next option is staggered like we did it, but if you want it one layer higher, harder, stack your feet one on the other and go up. Now you have less help with that stability. Hold for 10. I'm gonna be adding on if you would like. Inhale, add 5 rotations. 4, your torso is moving, your arm is moving, but your hips are not. Your legs are not. Now lower, we go to the other side. Foam roller, staggered, stacked is harder. We just do a static position for a moment. Don't even worry about doing any rotation. Hold. All right, that's our baseline. Now we add on 5 as a bonus. Don't let the hips drop, they're staying up. Breathe. Now we're gonna let that hip drop. All right, legs in front. Now we're gonna, those planks are a bit hard. Grab a sip if you need it, if you'd like it. And your arms are gonna go out like a T. If you would like a modification for your back to be more neutral, sit on a pillow or a yoga block up and over. Inhale, lengthen, 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 and then up and over. If you want to go to your forearms now that you're warming up, go for it. Good, and back stretch, and shoulder stretch. You can try to keep the hips down to increase that QL, low back stretch between the rib and pelvis. All right, 4, 3, 2, get ready to hold a place and enjoy. Breathe. Any kind of rotation or movement you need, please take, lengthening that elbow. Also breathe into that rib cage, that high rib cage. Here we go. Go up and over. Any kind of movement you need. Just keep reaching, keep stretching, keep pulling. Come up. Woo. Grab that foam roller. This is going to be reverse plank. Modification would be reverse table, which is with bent knees. Take the elbows behind you, the arms behind you. The ankles, calves area are on the foam roller, and lift up. In yoga, this is Purvottanasana. We're doing it with a foam roller. It does help keep the knee a little softer. 10. So make sure you're not hyperextending. 8, you have to feel the hamstrings. You don't want to feel the knees, you want to feel the hammies. Inhale. And lower down. Now we're going to sit any way you want to take a couple hand stretches. Little circles for carpal circulation and synovial fluid. And then jaw your palms down so you're in a prayer pose, letting the palms separate. You're doing great. Arm forward, pull down. Now this is a long elbow, but the shoulder is down. Ooh, who feels her forearms today? And try that one. You got it. Now grab a sip if you want, because we're going to go into some plank pikes, and they're very hard, but we're strong, so we're up for the challenge. Now this one, the foam roller is on the far end of your mat. Your forearms are on the front end of your mat. Again, put the foam roller closer to the knee side of your tibia. Internal rotation will get you on the muscle more than the bone, if you have a firm foam roller like me. So now this time though, you're going to pike like a letter V. You come back down. There is a little adjustment sometimes you have to make. That's okay. 2, 3, 4. The knees are pretty long on this one. 5, 6. If you need it harder, pause a little bit at the top. 7, pause, and then go down. 8, pause, and then go down. Up. 9, pause, come down. Up. 10. All right, recover. And now sit any way you want to. Foam rollers out of the way for a moment. Make sure you have enough room. I'm going to back away from my Asian screen here. Rotate and rotate. So you have plenty of room to stretch out. Now the modification is a bent elbow if you don't. That's what they do in Pilates in California classes where the classes are booked and the people are tight. So they'll bend their elbows. 4, 3, 2, okay, place your hands down, look over your shoulder. It's gonna feel amazing. We know upper back rotations is critical for flexibility that you need when you walk because there's a rotational pattern and that helps prevent the spine from getting rounded. Notice how when you exhale, you go a little further. All right, inhale, open up. Exhale, rotation. Really good. Now we're gonna put the moves together. So open up your feet. Yep, good, Shireen. Grab a sip. Open up your arms like a T and then reach for your foot. Come back up to neutral so you're even, and then you rotate first and then you reach for your pinky toe. Your pinky on your hand, you can think about it going for the pinky toe. And really, if you can, go further. So pinky, past the pinky. If you can, and rotate. Pull those toes back. I like to add a little foot opener, so try to stretch your toes apart. Breathe in. Exhale when you fold. 4, try to keep your hips stable. They're going to try to shift or slide. Take one more on each side, or whatever makes you even. No hands on the legs, but open them up a bit. And go down. Yeah, and then relax your neck. And when you're ready, gently come back up. Grab a sip if you'd like. We're going to be doing a little plank with our inchworm variations on the rotation obliques. Now, the foam roller, step far in. Your elbows are on the front end. You're kind of near the knee part of your leg, your shin. When you're ready, bend your knees towards the left elbow and then straighten towards the plank. Bend your knees towards the right elbow and then straighten towards the plank. So that's 2, and that's 4, and that's 5, neck is soft, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then recover. Take a breather. All right, I'm going to do a couple options here. I'm shifting it back so you see. One option, and I'll just demo this for a moment. You can get rid of your foam roller for a moment. You're gonna take, watch out, Astrid, they can't see. You're gonna do, a modification would be a push-up here or a push-up here. But if you would like to take a full Pilates push-up, you go up, you go down, you walk out, clasp your down dog into a plank, and then you do 3 push-ups. And then you shift your hips back to down dog, and then you walk up, past your down dog, and then you come up. That's why I gave the modifications first. So up, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, hands to the floor. Good, Catherine, good. Karen, good. Everybody just do your own pace. Shireen, walk out. Now you're in a push-up. Of course, you could go to your knees here. 1, 2, 3. Shift your hips up. Walk back. You're walking up the mat. You've got good scapular stability. You go up. Inhale, and then Karen, you'll end up doing more than we because you're staying there. So rest when you need to, because you're going to be doing more, right? So then you go into push-ups, 3 of them. Good, and the idea is you do 5 sets of 3, but do what you need to. Do a hip stretch, do an inner thigh stretch, do a chest stretch. Otherwise, go out, 3, 2, 1. This is going to be our last set. You're doing great. Inhale, exhale, hands down. Good, Karen. Come down. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Okay, now to recover on this, have a seat. And you can sit however you want. But whichever leg's in front, you could take your hand across and then go up. If you feel like you're not stable there, just put your hand here, whatever works for you. Breathe in. Stretch out those fingers. Now come up and here. Good job. Up. And then bring it back. Now you're going to rest on your forearms. So I'm going to turn sideways. You're not hanging low on your back, but you're lifted. Now extend straight ahead and bend. Extend straight ahead and bend. Good. Now, if you want to add on, go a little left. You don't have to straighten up all the way. That would be the modification. Go a little right. Go a little left. Go right. This is also called can-can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now pop back up and take a bound angle, which is feet soles together. And you can hold on to your toes if you want and stretch a couple toes that need it and do the bound angle. All right, now the next one is going to be a tricep dip. So what you do is you put you can also stay in bound angle if you need and just change the angle as a modification. Put your hands go behind you and you lift up. Now, if you would like to add on, you can put an ankle on the thigh and do 5 one way. Otherwise, you can just do 10 normal. And then you would do 5 the other way. Good. Nice, breathing. Terrific. Now have a seat. We're going to sneak another hand stretch. So take your thumb and your first finger and your thumb and your first finger. Flip your fingers so they're underneath your jaw. Lift your elbows. This is more ulnar nerve. Inhale. Good. Lift. Nice. Inhale. This is called the full arm stretch. Reach your arms out, pull your fingers under, and take it behind you, behind you, behind you. Like I'm behind you, pulling your wrist behind you. Yep, reach way back. Inhale, and then exhale, lower that down. Really good. Now we're gonna take a very slow, let's shoot for 15 seconds, roll down. Take an inhale, and if you need to sit, grab it, and it'll be 15, roll down. Knees are together. They squeeze together as well. All right, now find a place that's especially challenging for you, usually 30 degrees. If you would like to add on 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good, 5, you're doing great, 3, 2, 1. Now a full body stretch for a moment, inhale. And then leave your left leg down, but lift your right leg up. Hands beside your hips like a little frame. Go up and draw 8 circles. And 8 the other way. Grab the hamstring and let's point and flex it, point and flex, point and flex. Roll it, the ankle that is, and roll it. Take the other leg up, and we're gonna do those circles first. Draw. Go the other way. You're going to be holding your hands on the underside. Point and flexing. Circles. And hug and rock a little. Now, we're going to take your left foot down and your right leg up. Now, you can either do a little crunch, which is modification, or do 3 climb a trees with a hamstring stretch on each leg. You choose, you could do 3 and 3 without coming up, or 3 and 3 come up and add a hamstring stretch. You can kind of imagine you're a monkey climbing higher, higher, higher on a tree. 2, 1 more. 1. All right, now the bonus would be to do 3 without your hands helping you. Now, if you're not going to do the bonus, still meet us in a seated position. And then right here, we're all going to balance. You can bend your knee and balance like a little teaser or a big teaser if you prefer. So little teaser or big. 10, 5, 2, good. And relax. Woo! Okay, crisscross applesauce. Or if you're more flexible in the hips, put 1 foot up on the thigh calf. Take, you know what, I'm going to show you how you can use this foam roller for other things. You can take it like a pillow. If you're super flexible, you'll just use your arms or you'll rest on the floor. But you can rest on the foam roller, so I've got my legs like this so I can get a hip stretch. We're going to do both sides. Another neat way to use the roller is just put your arms, kind of stretch them out and drop your head. Come up, switch your legs. So the other foot is where that thigh meets the calf. Now, maybe you're going to rest like this. Maybe you're going to stretch your arms out and let your head drop to rest your chest and shoulders. Now, come back up. I hope that felt wonderful. We are going to come back, grab a sip. We're gonna come back to the inner thigh exercise stretch that's also abs. If you can reach 2 fingers to your big toes, do it. But if you cannot, just hold on to your ankles. So I'll show you both. This would be the ankles and this would be a modification. Or, good stream, 2 fingers on your big toes and then both legs stretch out. So just find what you need and then try to finesse or fine tune your posture. So that might mean for you, lengthen your knees more, glide your shoulder blades down. Really stretch your inner thighs here. If you can finesse your posture, do it. Would you care to add on? 3, 2. Now hang out on this one because this one's where a little bit more hamstring stretches evolve. Woo! 5, oh, good. 4, woo. 3, breathe. And recover. All right, this next one is the longevity test challenge. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. You sit crisscross applesauce. Look, no hands. Look, mom, no hands. Stand up and then sit down. Now, ideally, you would do it the other foot too. This one was shown to be a predictor of longevity. I like to call it a youthful test. Okay, and notice how I'm not touching. If you need to touch, count how many times you have to touch. That's points, and then you gently try to get that down. If you're having trouble, sit on your foam roller or a yoga block. I've got my foam roller handier, so I can do it here, right? So I was looking at all of you and trying to cue, so good. So now I'm gonna try to do better at looking. All right, Karen, see if that works. Act like I've got your hands and I'm pulling you up. Yeah, sometimes that helps. And I don't know why, but it seems like it helps. Good, and Catherine, if you have to touch, use 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, and just see how many you have to. Like, is it 1, 2, and then, okay, I don't have to use the 3rd. Just see. Now, if you don't have to touch, do it. Try not to throw the arms. Shereen, let me see yours. Is it working with the foam roller? No. You're like, no, it says I'm decrepit. So we're gonna master this. And Karen, you'll have to tell me, does it help to kind of feel like I've got your arms? And it's like, I've got your wrist. Yes. Okay, was that super fun? Or super humiliating? Boo on that. Who came up with that? I don't know, but it shows up in fitness every 2 years and you'll see it all over. And I'm not even on social media right now, but it's showing up everywhere. And then everyone asks you to do it. And then you're like, I don't know where it goes for 2 years. Functional age test. Okay. Hi, Carol. Come on back to your forearm plank. And put your forearms down. Hello. And hold. Now, if you would like to add on, do a flamingo by pulling your right knee under and holding for 5. Now put that back and put your left knee under and hold for 5. Put that back. Have a seat, girl. And then put your right knee to your left elbow. 5. Put that back and put your left knee to your right elbow. 5. Put that back. Rest. And then go into side plank. Now you can use your foam roller, stacked legs, staggered legs, or no legs. We're going to paint a sky. So you have 1 hand down, you go up and over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep going. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's hit the other side, guys. Do as many as you can. It is harder on the foam. Roller. Go up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. You guys look great. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, have a seat for a moment. Now, this is called the rack. Good. I know I'm moving fast, aren't I, Shireen? We'll go up and back. We've been making all this homemade goat milk, yogurt, and mozzarella cheese and ricotta, and it's given me fabulous energy, I've noticed. So lift up. Our goat's name is Coco. So lift your heart. This is a great stretch for posture. Breathe in. Now, any way that you need to sit, and let me offer, because we're going to do those shoulder stretches we've been working on, guys. So let's say, like Karen, I know you like to kneel. You could use your foam roller if you just don't want to sit on the floor. So one is prayer pose behind you. Put your fingers together and then push until you can put your palms together or whatever you got. See if that's comfortable. Yeah, you can sit however you want. My main intention is that we're able to concentrate. Did I show you which one this one was? Really, so you see how you could be like this? Really open the shoulders. Try to push the fingers up, but open the shoulders. How much of your hand can you touch? Lift up through your back and your jaw is parallel to the floor. Breathe in. Now leave one hand there. It doesn't matter too much because this one can catch it. Okay, so one hand can pretty much stay where it was. Jawline parallel to the floor. That looks more open, Miss Karen. So seeing your body, have you opened up? Because we've been hitting these shoulder stretches of late. Now, switch it up. Some people like to help one arm out and then go. If that helps you, do it. Yeah. Yep, help it out. And then let's say you end up, oh, I'm rib flaring. Okay, come back to neutral and get there. It's fine. Now breathe fully, coming closer. Our roof's getting repaired. Can you hear it? But you take them when you got them, right? You can hear it, right? Take what you got. They're in like 110 degrees today, so they got a tough job. Hold 5. And that was fabulous. Could you feel it? Feel how your shoulders are opening. This one's with the foam roller. Take it behind you, but kind of put it up high. Like if you have to work it up, do. But I'll show you from the side. These are the ones we've been working on, so they probably seem familiar. But look at how that lets you relax here. I'm not even using my forearms. Yeah. So feel how your shoulders are open. If they're kicked forward, do something to change it. We want them to be open. And now breathe. Your chin is probably up so that you're parallel. I'm going to turn to you. I just want to show you. Karen, that's wonderful. Shireen, that's wonderful. I see your both shoulders. Catherine, that's wonderful. Hold. Breathe fully. Now we're going to put this one in more passive. We're going to lie down. One end of our heads on the this end and the sacrum's on this end. I'm going to tilt it down. Okay. Head, sacrum. What I like to do, if you can manage it, is do a bound angle here because your hips now have a passive opener. Open your arms up like a TRY, and we're going to let our mind stay focused on our breathing and our letting go, our body sensations. Can you feel your exhale releasing tension from the mind? And any noise you hear is just an opportunity to practice meditation in the midst of noise, kind of like how a lotus grows in sewage and poor environments, but it's beautiful. You feel your hips opening more. Now, slowly come out to the side. We're gonna do a second one. If you have a yoga block or a pillow, grab it if you need it. So I'll show you with the yoga block. The foam roller is at the part of your back that is the most rounded, the upper back, wherever it is in you, near the scapula. Most people would need a pillow here. Sorry, a pillow or a yoga block. Now, the yoga block you can turn all sorts of ways. Arms out like a T. Now, again, you could do bound ankle here, so I'm going to demonstrate that. Or you could do legs long. It depends on your low back. If you feel tight in your low back here, put a yoga block underneath your bootay as well. Looks good. Karen, let's see, Catherine, Shereen, you look good. Yep, make sure you're comfortable. You might shift your head back further that way, Catherine, so the foam roller's more underneath the lower scapula. We're all like towards your low back, just not your low back, really. Yeah, that way, just that inch. I think that inch is gonna do it. And maybe double your mat. I want your neck comfy. Yeah, if you need to double your pillow, you can. Or a what do you call it, a yoga block. Yep, you can fold it up if you need to. I don't want anything to hurt. Good, or your hands behind your head's another way. All right, feel your shoulders. Breathe into your upper back. Use your hand underneath your head and use your abs and your neck to come up. And this one is going to be under your sacrum. Let me get this out of the way. You can lift your booty, and that may be enough, or put your legs long. Near where your glute meets your hamstring. You can open up the palms. Breathe. All right, when you're ready, if you care to put your feet up on the wall, you can do that. You can do it with your yoga block. You don't even have to, but just do something that feels restorative. You can do it with a sacral. I'll use my foam roller just to mix things. I mean, my yoga block just to mix things up. And then relax. You might do palms up. This is a way to let your sacrum get decompression. See if that works, Karen, with that angle. Yeah, palms up looks nice. Then relax your mind. And just feel the health and peace coming in. Just every time you breathe, it is filling your whole body. Every cell gets some nourishment with peace, high wellness, high creativity, high downloads of imagination, high intuition, high connection. High love. All right, take one more inhale that just fills all your cells with prana or life force. And then when you're ready, wiggle your fingers, your toes, come out any way you need to. You can have a seat facing me, and we'll just do a hand on the heart, and I want you to just notice how you feel. So right now you're breathing in high wellness, high peace, high creativity, high intuition, high love, high gut instinct,
And that's who you really are. And so you're calibrating to the who you really are so that your vibration is dominant over anything that could happen in your experience today. You're calibrated with you, the only thing you have control over anyway. And so you're going to be setting that tone of peace, wellness, intuition, creation, love, gut instinct. Whenever you're ready, come into the world and may you carry that dominant vibration the rest of your day. I think you guys did great. Awesome job. Thank you so much. Bye. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Happy Monday.